Afternoon, everybody. How is it where you are? It's a little bit miserable over here. It's a bit grey, but that's okay because we're indoors. We're not working in our coats anymore, which has got to be a plus, hasn't it? And I'm in this beautiful workshop or classroom, whatever we want to call it. Sat here just, chilling out, so it's all good. I wanted to share with you before we start a new set of tiles. Now, because you can see, by the way, I did message yesterday about using a couple of circles. I'm going to use these two small ones, so this might give you 30 seconds just to get them ready if you need to. This is out of the circle frames, because you can go to 8 by 8, but you can also do quite small as well. But okay, so I've got a couple of colours, or new colours here. Look, I've got pistachio. That's really pretty. Even Leslie likes that, and she's not a green person. There's British Racing Green. That is divine. I've actually done a sample on with a white pen with that. It's lovely. This is Azure Blue. There we go, which is what I'm going to use today. I've got a fuchsia. Lovely. And I've got cobalt. And I'm now going to try and think of what the lighter blue's called. And I can't remember. It's gone. But it's really nice. And it's the new hybrid paper, that's got that little bit of a tooth to it. So it's beautiful to work on. I'm sure that colour will come to me at some point. So here we go. Tile 173. Now, it still amazes me that we're still going. I mean, I absolutely love doing it. And I'm so pleased that you're all still with me on this. So I appreciate that. But yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's nice to think that we've got these ongoing. So okay, what I'm going to do then, I'm going to start with my pencil and I'm going to draw inside. Now I'm going to do it a bit darker than you, so you won't need these lines at the end. But I'm just going to do it a bit darker so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put this one in the middle and then I'm going to draw inside that. Now, of course, if you haven't got any circle frames, you can do it freehand. But that's what you're aiming for. Okay, so it's got a little bit of a disc. I thought it was nice to sort of give you a heads up and start that. So let's see how we go. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Pat. Not a problem. Oh, thank you. Oh, is it Adrian? That's it. Leslie, thank you. She's got the names downstairs. So this is the Adriatic. It's lovely, isn't it? All right. So what I'm going to do is still with a pencil. I'm going to split the space there. I'm just going to lift it slightly, so I've gone a little bit over the top. Let's go a little bit bigger, you see? There we go. And then I'm going to do the same down here. Again, just a little bit over. And then I'm going to split this so I've got 3 sections. So again, look, one there. See, going over as before. Then there. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly bright, it's fine. There we go. And then same here. And then same here. So I've sort of got 6 sections. Okay, there we are. So far so good. That's not bad, is it? So of course this colour I could go on with white or black. It really doesn't matter. I think I'm going to stick with the black for now. But I really encourage you in that British Racing Green or a navy tile, go on with a white pencil. This is going to look divine. So okay. I'm going to come straight in with a pen. Now, again, if you want to use pencil first, you can do. Joanne, I'm working on that. I don't know why the shop's disappeared from Facebook. I've checked all the information on, in the settings, and it says it's there. So I don't know. I have messaged them. So I'm sorry if that's causing a problem, guys, but it's just a case that you'll have to look through the internet. Okay, so you see what I've done here? I've got a curve. I've gone from the top of there, curved it round to the bottom of there. So I'm going to do the same again from here to here. Okay. And then next one here to here. Oh, it's lovely to see familiar names. And not just from this country either. Hello if you're in the USA. Or wherever else you may be. Hope the weather's nicer there. It's nice to get together, isn't it? And do a bit of tangling. Okay, so we've even got Leslie with us today. All right. Looks a bit weird at the minute, but don't worry about that. I'll talk you through it. It's all going to be fine. So what I want to do now is I'm actually going to extend sort of, or make this a little bit wider. So if I go up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Here we go. Just sort of taking it in and creating a little bit more of a shape there. You see? Oh my goodness me. Yeah, I suppose so for all. Gosh. Yeah, it feels a little bit like that today here, I must admit. We did have a few days of really nice sunshine, but that's gone. But it's okay. We don't mind. It's nice to have the changing seasons, isn't it? You know, all those woolly jumpers can come out. And then this one here. Okay, and then this one here. All right. So I'm going to start in the middle, I think. It doesn't really matter where. It's a habit that I start there. It just gives you a good point to go with. And then let's create a bit of a stripe. Let's fill in every other one. There we are. Okay. So next one. Oh, Nicola, I'm sorry you've not got your tile swap yet. They were all posted. So, I don't know, some crazy fairies delivering the post again. Being naughty and not posting everything. We do have parcels go missing. It's not a good way to do it. But at least a couple a month, 2 or 3 a month, and they get posted out with everything else. Of course, even with tracking, the amount of paperwork that you have to fill in and the amount of information they want, it's silly, and it costs so much more money to track everybody's. Of course, if anything's going out of the UK, I do track it just so we can be sure. But even then, actually, the other month we lost one in America. We actually sent a parcel out in an order in 2 parcels, and one got there and one didn't. And we could track it to a sorting depot, and then it just stopped there. So I complained, and they said, oh, fill the paperwork. It's about 8 sheets of paper to fill in. And you just think, that's ridiculous. I wanted my customers to get their order. If they could deliver one, why couldn't they deliver the other? I just don't get it. So, I don't know. It's tricky, postages. Everything that was ordered over the weekend has gone out, and some of the great craft orders as well. So we've just got a few today. Oh, do you like them, Emma? I know I did say over the weekend, if you put your order in Saturday, Sunday, I was going to put your white pencil and one of the new red pencils in, and yeah, we've been a bit busy. Thank you so much. It really helps. But at least now I know you've all got your white pencils and things. So. There we go. All right, so let's have a quick look at that from a distance. There you are, see? We've got that. Okay, so I'm going to just come back in. Oh, hang on. Oh, doesn't want me to. There we go. And I'm going to work just on the outer edge for a minute. And I'm going to come on in, create a curl. But you see, I'm not going all the way up to the edge. Right the way around. Okay. So, I think so. I think they do that. They make it really hard. Okay, I'm coming back round. There we go. Okay, so we've done a bit of an aura. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. So I'm going to have this one. This one's going to be just a little bit smaller, I think. There we go. Yeah, Nicola, don't worry about it. Give it a couple of days. Depends. If they're over 500 grams, we tend to do second class, and if it's anything over about 800 and up, we tend to use Hermes. So it depends on what you've ordered as to how that works. Okay, so you see what we've got there? Okay, So I'm going to bring this in and create a little bit of a curve there, but I'm not going to go to the point. I'm going to create a bit of a space there, okay? And then same again, so you're getting a bit smaller. And then a little bit smaller. So you see how this sort of circle around the outside has just helped us to sort of contain it. And it's quite nice to just sort of follow that through. Now you see here, I'm just going to add one going to the top. And I'm going to do the same coming round this side. So there's my first. Now of course you've got to sort of maneuver this a little bit. So you see here, that one just sort of sits in there and it doesn't have a problem with that bit there. See, I get another one and then in there. That's nice, isn't it? I think while we're here, I'm just going to add a couple of little lines, you know, on the inside there. And I'll do the same this side. It just change the depth a little bit when we're shading in a short while. There we are. Okay. So I'm just going to bring this from here, from here downwards. And then see this one? I'm going to do the same here. And then, well, same there. So I've got a bit of a cone, see? Let's do the same this side again. So I'm going to take it, look, from here down to the point. This one goes to the point too. And then here, there's a little line. And I think I'm going to just fill in those little spaces there. Looks like it's curled round, doesn't it? There we are. Okay, so I'm just going to straighten that up. There. Okay, so let's move to this next one then. And I'm just going to add that little bit of a curl again. See, remember, not going all the way to the edge. Oh, Joanne, I'm back on the 20th. We're just sorting it all out now. I've just sort of put in what we're taking with us. So there's the new tiles. We've also got paper packs to match the tiles and 2 new stencils. Now, some of you might know about one of the stencils because, of course, you were here the other week. But you might not know about the other. No, secretive. I do like keeping you guessing. So you see here, look, I'm doing the same thing again. I'm getting shorter and shorter each time. And then let's just take it to the point. And then... same here, I'm going to do a curl, but remember this one, it was a little bit smaller. And then along. When you see the new stencil, you'll think, oh, I understand now. Yeah, I get that. Because you've sort of seen it, but you haven't. Oh, tricky. I think what Leslie and I were thinking of tomorrow, we're going to do a little video and show you how we run them. And you can see how they're made. And then you'll get an idea of what's going on. So, yeah, we said we'd do that. Okay, so see here, little lines up the centre. Same on this one. There we are. Just sort of follow the curve a little bit. And then here we go. I'm just going to create a curve going to the point. Same here. And then this one comes down, and again, I'm just going to fill that space in. Then this side, you see how I actually move it? So we've sort of got the angle where I know where I'm going. Now this one, you see, it's not quite gone all the way around, so I'm just going to add a little bit and put that in. There we go. Okay. So, next one. Again, I'm just going to bring that round, not all the way to the end of the circle there, because then when it comes back on itself, it's got space to move. Okay? And then, of course, back in with that curve, each one stepping down a little bit as you move up. and then at the top, well, up to the point. And then this side, again, just a little bit smaller. And around it goes. See, I know that one needs to come round a bit more. And then, of course, back in with those curves. And you see, as you're getting closer to this, I know that I've got to bring it in. There you are. Aren't these lovely? Oh, Sally, yeah, I know, yeah, the tile swap is due on the 20th as well, on Monday. So what I'm proposing is we do what we usually do, and we keep the day, but we move the tile swap to 7 o'clock in the evening, if that's okay with everybody. It just makes life easier because we know that the internet's not always the best when I go to create and craft. So if I wait till I get home, then I can do it from there. I'll remind you again on Friday, so there you are. I'll just fill that bit in. Okay, and then around again. See, not quite to the outer edge. And then back around. This, it doesn't matter with this one if you think, oh, I've never done this before and you're quite new, then this one's easy to sort of follow. You just got a bit of a guide with that circle. But you could do it with any shape, really. You don't have to. You don't have to use a circle. Whatever you've got, really. You can do a freehand shape, or you could do this just as a line, like a border. You could actually start in the middle and work your way outwards with them, so you've got a sort of a bit of a bunch of them in the middle. There we go. Again, like just bringing that line in. Now don't forget to turn your tile as you're going, because you want to try and keep those curves easy for you to draw. There you are. So bring that one down to the point, same with that one, and then here I'm going to fill that in. There we go. And nice one here, in there, in that one. And again, I'm just going to extend that curl a bit just so I can bring that in. Look at that, they're lovely. Round and in, and just as before, coming back out. See, now that's why we leave that bit, so we've got space for that. And then along. We'll be brilliant at these with how we've done, won't we? There, they look fab. Of course, same this way. There we go, back round. And then from one to the next, just working away. And I notice I don't always get them even or in the, match. It doesn't matter. It's not the plan. Just working my way around there. So I noticed quite a few of you have been having a go at the foiling. It's so exciting, isn't it, when you put a picture in and then it comes out and it's all different coloured foils. It's amazing, I love it. But then of course, you can add your tangles to it and your colours as well. So I know you've been having fun with those. I noticed Pat, you did the Christmas trees out the Christmas book. It looked amazing. It's so exciting, isn't it? It just, when you think it's just a little bit of glitter, a little bit of foil, but it just looks great. It's so much joy. I had to buy my mum a foiling machine actually, so I know she's up for having a go. I'm going to save it till she comes up, which is next week sometime. Of course, because we've got the stair lift in now, means that she can come and have a look at the classroom. She's never been able to get up the stairs. Oh, I've gone inside there. Doesn't matter. There we are. and into this one. All right, see, just like I planned it there, look. There we go. And then, of course, back in with those lines. There we are. And same with this one. You just sort of flick them out as you go, it's fine. And the next one. Oh, hey there, Daryl. What have you got there? You got pens and paper. What else do you need? Oh god, pens, paper. Oh, I've lost you. Pencil. Yeah, what else do I need to follow the patterns? That's, in a sense, that'll get you going. And I'm sure everybody else's sort of message the same sort of thing. All the videos on here, and they're now on YouTube as well, they're all free to watch. It might be that you, at some point you want to, depends on your paper, you might want to actually get some tiles. We also do tiny tiles, they're little ones, of course. Let's have a look at this, loving this. And stencils come out and about as and when you feel you need them, or when you think you want to try something a bit different. And there are so many to choose from now. It's kind of nice to just pick ones you like. It doesn't matter if you've never done it before. There's instructions in all of them, and then go from there. A white pencil is a really good thing to have. I'm going to use one in a little bit. I love that. And you'll see the difference that actually makes as well. So, okay. Let's just come on in the middle. Just going to create a bit of an aura on the inside. So I'm just going to follow the shape as I work my way around. I'm not going to try and follow it exactly precisely. It just needs a little bit of a border. So see, I'm not going to put little ridges in. I'm just going to work them through. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking my camera there. There we go. Just working my way around. Okay. There you are. Got a bit of an odd shape in the middle, but that's fine. Okay, I think actually I'm going to go around again. I'm just going to thicken that line up. Let's go this way. Just because I can. So, let's just add in a little bit of depth to it as well. It needs to work its way around. There we go. And into this one. Alright. Okay. Alright, so next bit then is let's fill it with bubbles. I'm going to go quite large in places. Don't sort of think you've got to do a pattern or anything. We just want to fill the space. And if you find that you're forming a pattern, then start somewhere else. And then you can join up as you go. It's not a problem. Okay. Into that one. So see how that sort of just works its way around? Oh, is it, Karen? Yeah. It's ever so easy to use. I mean, it doesn't completely foil the tiles because they've got a bit of a tooth to them, you know, with the nature of the paper. But it does catch some of the elements, which actually I think looks quite nice as well. And they just work really well. But what I would do if you're going to put a tile in, just put a piece of paper or something on the back, because otherwise the print on the back, you know, the Sanntangle actually comes off on your sort of your transfer type of carrier sheet. So just be aware of that. Okay, I'm just filling in the gaps here where I can see them, just with the ink. And then I think some of these larger ones are going to come on in the middle, adding in a curved line, but a thick one, and then a thin one either side. And then if I turn it around a little bit, there again, a thin one either side. So if you turn as you're going, you're going to sort of by nature get a different angle on these, and that's what we're after. We don't want them all to look the same. It will look like they're being shaken about a little bit. Okay. Let's do that one that way. Again, just sort of fill it in. There we go. One this way maybe. Ooh. So don't be afraid to move it around a bit and look at it from different angles, because you will get a different perspective on it and how things are going to look. There we are. Okay. So in we go again. And now I'm not going to do the smallest ones. I'm going to leave them. That's probably the last. Maybe that one there, look. There we are. Okay. So let's have a quick look at this then. Oh, if I can. There we go. Oh, not so bad. I like that. I do like how it goes around. And of course, you're not going to see this pencil line here because you'll have drawn it really lightly. So I'm just going to come on in now and remove those lines. Now, of course, if you feel that you need to rub them out, not a problem. Just make sure that the ink that you've been using is dry, because of course you don't want to be smudging it at all. There we go. Now if I'm at home, I don't tend to rub out the pencil lines because I do them lightly, so that's okay. But there we are. It's lovely, isn't it? Look at that. Okay. Next bit then. Are we ready for this? Let's go up a bit. All right. So I'm going to come out one of these sort of little crevices here. I'm going to come in and I'm going to create a curve with a bubble on the end. And then I'm going to fill the bubble. There we are. You don't have to fill the bubble. I kind of like this. And then I'm going to draw around that bubble and down to the bottom. Then again, sort of from here, I'm going to create a little bit of a curl. And then just add in a few more, you see? And then fill in. We're going to make some more stripes. Kind of a stripy design today. It's nice, isn't it? Like that. But let's extend it. Let's take it a bit further. We've done these before-ish. Little hat on it. Look at that. Well, same again. Getting smaller each time. There we are. Okay. It's like it's got a hat and a scarf on now. All right, let's do this way. Let's try it this way. Same again, like bubble. See how it's gone behind the last one? And fill it in. There we are. And again, bring it round. And again, it's going to go underneath. There we are. So let's put that little curve in. See, it's going to go behind there, so you're not going to see all of it. And give it those stripes again. There we are. And little hat getting smaller. Now, don't worry about the angle or the direction this is going. They're going to go their own way, so there's no point trying to force them into doing it. Anything else. Let's get another one in there. Now, of course, if you can only fit 2 in, if your space is a little bit smaller than mine, that's fine. I'm not going to put 3 in every space, but it just seems to fit there. The same as before, look, in with those stripes. Fill it in. And then, of course, the hat. So that's going to sort of wander off. I'm going to leave it at that one. Okay, let's have a look. They're lovely, aren't they? Look at that. Okay, so let's get rid of that rubber. So let's just put 1 in here. Again, filling in. There we go. And just going to come round as before. And then again, look, little line, couple of little stripes. That sounds like Leslie's got wellies on today, coming up those stairs.
Orange and cinnamon today.
Thank you very much. Sounds lovely. I don't know, have you ever seen an elf in wellies? It's quite hilarious.
Yeah, remember, I'm a big elf, not a white elf.
Oh dear. It's ever since I freed her, that's what it is. You can imagine now the chaos she's causing. You know? Signs up all over the place, she's not washing up. I don't know. The socks in her drawer now and no. At least now we know she's here because she wants to be, you know. It's when she starts up a union to free other house elves. So it's going to get crazy. All right, so let's put one in here. Now I could have one here, but I kind of like them going underneath. They don't have to be as big. There we go. All right. There we are. Little bits, and of course, back in with those little hats. See, it's going that way. You tell me about it, Susan. Tell me about it. I know. No, we have fun. You can tell we have fun here. It's nice to be busy and we work very hard, but we have a lot of fun. There we go. And again, there's that little curve in there. If we get a chance tomorrow, we'll show you all the chaos that goes on downstairs, because just before a show it gets very busy, as you can imagine, getting stock ready. But we get there. Oh no, see, we're starting a revolution of elves being freed. Oh, no. There we go. And again, that little curve in there, adding the stripes. Okay. And I'm doing it both ways. Look, that's made it look a bit different. So let's have a look. I'm going to put one in here. Now you can put as many or as few of these as you want. It depends on your tile and how it's sort of worked in. So whatever you want to do with it. Oh, have I missed one? Oh yeah, I'll go back and do it. It's got a cold head, no hat on. Okay. Yeah, let's have another one. I'm going to have coming out over here. There we are. And around. Quite like doing these. I know zingers are nice, but these have got a little bit more complexity to them. And just makes it a little bit different. There you go. Same with these, look, little stripes. Better put the hat on this one. There you go. Let's go put one on here. There we are. Okay. So you see, I could put one in here, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna leave it because I'm gonna add a couple of little lines in here. Let's come up. I'm gonna put a line. Let's go a bit larger. And then I'm gonna put a little bobble on the end. And then let's have a little leaf shape there. Same there. And then I'm going to actually do a couple more, but see how they join to that stem. There we go. Now if you've drawn yours wide enough, you can get a line down them. That'd be good. Put a line down. And then let's have another one there. Bobble on the end. There we go. Little lines. Okay. And there, and that one. Alright, let's have a little look then. See where else we could have a few of these. Let's put one in here. And again, it depends on what your tile looks like at the minute as to where these little sort of inserts are going to go. don't want to completely take over. It's nice to have a little bit of clear space, but you can put as many in as you like. There we are, see, a couple in there. And yeah, I'm going to put one in here. Of course, there's nothing stopping you adding a few extra bits and pieces if you want to. And then again, pick one here. There we go. And then another one. Just adding little lines as we go. Let's have a look. Maybe just sort of one more here. There we go. Alright. So I think at this point I'm just going to add in a border. And I'm not going to put my dots in. I'm just sort of going to gauge it, and of course anything that's in its way, it's going to go underneath. Okay. Same here. So along, down we go. Okay. And next one. Now of course you could use a straight edge if you wanted to. Well, I'm just going in freehand. There we are. Same here. Just down until you come across something that you've got to go under. There we go. All right, so let's bring a bit of pencil in, see how we go from here. I'm going to go a bit larger there. Ooh. That was not trying to bring in my cup of tea at the same time. Okay, pencil then. I'm just going to go straight around the edge of this one. I'm not going to try and do anything crazy with it. Just want to go in with pencil there. Okay, I'm not too shy with it either. I'm putting plenty on. Did you see that? And then my little leaf shapes here, I'm going to come straight down the middle. Okay. And then this one I'm going to come up and round a little bit. You see? And then along the edge. So same on the other side. Just up inside there a bit. And then across there. These sections I'm just going to add a little bit either side. Okay, so then let's do the same with the others. So yeah, a little bit round there and on either side. Same on this one. Little bits underneath there, either side. Okay. So down each side, under there, up the outside, bit either there. So of course today I'm going to add all the pencil first, and then I'm going to come in with a tortillon and white pencil. I think I'm going to use a little bit of a silver gel pen as well. I did try a few. I've got a blue and a metallic silver kind of thing, a gunmetal and an actual silver. So I've decided I'm going to go with the silver. And I'm going to add a little bit of that in. So we'll see how that works out. But pencil first. Let's build it up as we go. There we go. So all these are the same sort of way of going about it. There we go. And if you're not too confident about adding pencil, just add some and then you can use a tortillon and then add a little bit more pencil later and build it up that way. Or you can rub it out if you need to. It's only pencil. Okay. So that's now starting to build a little bit. There we go. So my little shapes here again, either side and then either side. Might put a little bit of smirk in there. The little petals or leaves are too small to do anything with. There we go. So just work my way around. I'm not. See there, I can't get much in, but you can't. Just go with one side rather than the two. All right. Same again. couple here, quite big, so I can get away with those on both sides. And there. Okay. Just keeping it going around. Both sides there. Now I know I was asked the question on a tile not too far back about shading inside or outside the border. So I have got my sample I've done. I shaded inside, so this one I'm going to shade outside, and once it's all together we can do a little bit of a comparison of the two so you can see the difference it makes. Oh, I know. Somebody plan to do. It's like Popmaster, isn't it? You know, I don't know if you listen to Popmaster. If not, why not? We do regularly. But no, can't believe some people do that. How dare they? All right, in with the tortillon then. Okay, so I'm going to start in the middle, just as I did before, and I'm just going to very gently swirl. You see, not on the edge, but in the middle, where the line starts to, see that? Starts to join the paper. So I'm not really touching this edge, unless, see that, like I need to just fill it. But the whole idea is that you're just going to soften the pencil line, the edge there, so it looks like it's fading, which it is, but there you go, see? So a bit of a spot in the middle there. So if I now come to these, I'm just going to work that back and forth, sort of a zigzaggy type of approach, you see, just the top. And then the same this way, just sort of slightly curving it. See how that sort of works its way along? Same on this side. And then again. See, just sort of following the curves. There we are. Alright. And then this bit, I'm just going to bring around a little. Same on this side. And then either side there. Try not to fill in the middle if I can help it. So moving on to the next one. Okay, it doesn't matter which order you do this in. It's entirely up to you. But being that the tortillon's there, I'll do it that way. And then of course, up this way. And along this way. See, just sort of following that curve. A little bit, see? And then this one. And again, just sort of working my way back down. There we go. And of course, if you look at this and think, oh, do you know it needs a little more darkness, then by all means you can come in and add another pencil layer. If you wanted to fix this first, you could always use a little bit of hairspray or a bit of fixative spray. And then that would hold that in place and allow you to do another layer over the top. But don't think, or don't rule out your pastels, of course, or your coloured pencils as well, because they would work on these tiles. So, you know, be a bit free. Of course, your watercolours as well. I'll be taking watercolours back with me on Monday, because one of the, or both of them actually, both the stencils will work really well with them. So if you want to see how they work, or you're still not sure and you want to see a few more demos, then I'll be there with them, using them. There we go. See, just systematically working my way around. This is where it starts to come to life. It starts to get a little bit of depth, which is really nice. There we go. Okay. Alright. Same here. Working my way up and down. Round it goes. There we go. See, just adding those bits in. And then, of course, on the little sort of sticky out flourishes, just sort of very gently, if you can, give them give them a little bit of attention. Just a small amount. Just be gentle with them, because you don't want to overdo it. Oh, sorry, I was off camera then. I do apologise, but you see where we've got that kind of thing going. So let's have a quick look at this. That's where we're at. And of course, I'm just going to come on in and work around the edge as well, just while we've got the pencil on there. But it looks a little bit like a different colour pencil through the camera. But I assure you it's my regular pencil. So I've not done anything different with colours. Alright, there we are. Just, you see this, you can be quite brutal with this really. Getting some shading going there. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to bring the black pen back in. And I'm just going to, in the centres of each one here, I'm just going to go back up the line. See, just to bring that back out, because that's the middle we want that's being shown, you see? You see the difference between that one and that one now? Rose, yes, I do. Yeah, I do use the shading on the wooden. I mean, I tend to use more coloured pencils on the wood stuff, but yeah, if I was doing pencil, I would do exactly the same. Absolutely. It's just because it's a different material we're working on, I'd do exactly the same thing. There we are. Okay. So just working my way around all of those. Just adding that dimension or that, you know, that sort of detail back in. It just redefines that middle bit. Yeah, I like that. Okay. So I might even actually think, yeah, I'm just going to just, you know, just draw a little bit. Let's go a bit larger. You see, just a little bit on each of those lines. There we go. So I'm not doing all the way, I'm just keeping the darkness, you know, in the middle. There we are. And same, that side. Okay, let's work my way up this one. It doesn't need it seriously, but it just helps to, you know, say that this is on a curve, and it gives it that little bit more there. And this one. So brings it back. You know, we've got a lot of graphite on it. It's nice to just give it that little bit of depth it deserves. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down for a minute. I'm going to bring my white pencil in. Okay. Someone look. Gold name. So pleased with these. They are lovely. You see here I've got one of these little shades. I'm just going to add a bit of pencil. See in the middle? And then here, where I've gone over a couple of times, on the ones that are shaded, I'm just going to come in once. And I'm just going to bring some, a little bit up the middle of each one. Same again. And again. You see, I'm just brushing over it. I'm not going to, you know, blend this out at all. I'm just going to add a little bit. And then, of course, just sort of work my way into each one of those. You see, just a little bit. Now, again, I'm not intending on blending these at all. I'm just going to bring a little bit in. And then same here. So it just gives it that little bit of a highlight there. Same on this side. Same here. Okay. And into this one. And this one. And then, of course, just down these little shapes here, just going to add a little line down. See, it doesn't need anything much, just needs a little bit. There we go. And then same on these. You could even go in a little bit and do a touch on those if you want to. Just a little bit. And of course this depends on the colour tile you're using as well, doesn't it? You know, as to whether your white highlight really stands out or not, but it's entirely up to you. I mean, if you find that you're on a white tile and it's not so much, then it's not a problem. You can, you know, use a different colour. I'm actually going to bring in my white gel pen here, okay? Just going to make sure it works. And on these little bubbles here, I'm just going to add a little mark, you see? Same on them. Doesn't matter which way round, it just wants a little blob of white. Okay, now in these sections here, these little flowers, I'm not going to do anything else with them. And I could actually do a white line in these, but I think they're really small and you don't really have to, because we don't want it to sort of take away from everything else. And then let's have a look at that. So the last thing, a little bit of a silver pen. Again, it's a gel pen, and I'm just going to add a couple of little bubbles around. Nothing crazy, just a few. But again, you could do this in white, but I just wanted to change it up a little bit. There we go. And the last thing to do is to sign it. There we go, just initials on the corner. Let's have a look at it. So there we go. There's tile. Oof. 173, goodness me, 173. Now remember me saying about the outside? See, I've actually done the frame or the shading on the outside. This is the pistachio colour tile. There we go. And what I've done with this one, you see, I've added a little bit of green in there, but I've shaded on the inside. So it looks like it's slightly looking in like a frame, where this one looks like it's standing sort of at the front of it. So, you know, whichever way you want to do it, whatever colour you want to use, it's entirely up to you. Just have a little bit of fun with it, play around.